welcome back to this episode, everyone. In this one, we're going to be lighting up the engines. Welcome back, everyone, to this one. So we're going to be working on the engines. I got 2 red 5mm LEDs and 4 5mm blues. So I'll have the red facing forward to light up the bassards and the blues facing aft to light up the warp grills. Okay, I got the red LED in there. And you see I got the pins really far apart. That's because I need the room here to put the blue ones in. I cannot have the blues connected to this because this is going to have the resistor on it there. Eventually though I will hook them up, but I'll show you what I mean. I got the blues here done now. So you got the long pin there is the positive, and the one that goes across to this side is negative. Focus. So that's what those are. Now they fit in between here like this. Now this is the positive side here, negative. On the negatives, I'm going to put the resistor on the red there and run the positive over here to the longer pin and tie these all in together. There we go. Got 68 ohm resistor on the red LEDs. Everything's all tied in. Let's do a lighting test. Good. Good. Alright. Now, I'm going to start getting the lights installed for the flashing. So I need a red and a green. Okay, now I got the red light here, green LED. Now I marked these here so I know which lights are going where. The port, starboard nacelles, left and right. Okay, so let's get those installed. Okay, I got just going to put it in the trench here, so let's see here. Just like that. Okay, maybe not so high. Yeah, there we go. Just like that. Maybe around there, and then the fiber optic line will go down. So maybe I'll have it back here a little bit more. That way it won't put so much stress on the fiber optic line as it's curving down. I mean, I can have it all the way back over here if I wanted, but I'm not going to go quite back because I need a hole in this section here for all the wiring to go down. I'll be using like 30 gauge wire for that. Hold this down. Alright, so I got those two ready to go. Just got to drill the hole. I just got to get the proper placement of the hole where it's going to go first. Then I'll mark it and then drill it. Got them all marked here where I'm going to be drilling. And for the top parts here, I have to put lights in there as well. So for the port, red, starboard, green. So I still got to put green and red in those there yet. But I'm going to drill the holes first. There we go. Just need to put the lights in place and then fiber optic lines. Now that I got those set, I just got to run the fiber optic lines. Better to make it a little bit longer than you need. Got some heat shrink here. Like I did with the torpedo launcher, use it as a guide for the fiber optic line. A smaller one here. Just gonna shrink it down to about the size of the 0.30 mil fiber optic line. Gotta let that cool. Stick it in too soon, it's gonna melt. Okay. Now it's a little easier to do that because it's behind two of the heat shrinks, and all that heat will not go inside there to melt the line. There we go, all done. Alright, now I just got to paint these here silver so no light from the blue here interferes, and paint the backs of these here so none of this light accidentally interferes with the grills. Now when I go to run the power lines, I just had to get the location where I'm going to put the hole, so it's going to be right around here near the front, and then it'll run down into here. So what I need to do is I need to drill out section in here in about I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 millimeters, maybe 5 millimeters deep into the plastic itself, and then put the 30 gauge wire, just shove it all in there, and then cover it over with the putty, and then redo the edge here again. That's the easy part. So just got, and then when it'll come up to about this point here, I'll drill a hole through the side here into the channel that I make, and then run the lines up into here. As usual, this side here is going to have a resistor. I'll just have one resistor for the 2 red LEDs. I'll link the 2 red LEDs together, and I put the resistor on this. And then just run everything down. Now this will be on totally separate lines from this, because this will be on the flasher circuit. I'll have 2 flasher circuits in here, and then 2 in the primary hull. So the primary hull ones will be operating the ones in there and here, and there'll be 2 separate entities when they're apart from each other. And now what I'm going to do there is I'm going to drill little holes in and then clean out the channel for the wiring. There we go. Just a nice grooved out little channel. The holes there, the hole up there. They'll probably have to be made a little bit larger, but that's the idea. And then push all the wires into that, putty the edge, and it'll look good. Here we go. Got them both done there. Looks good. Now it's ready for wiring. How about that? Alright, now I got the holes in there for the wiring to go through. Now it's just a matter of getting everything all wired up and running the lines down through the engineering hall. Okay, well that's it for this episode, everyone. Oh, I know. But in the next one, we're actually going to start doing the wiring and finish off the navigational lighting and the rest of the ship. So please like, subscribe, comment, don't forget to share, and check out my online store. The link is down below. If you have any questions or you want me to do some commission work for you, contact me at modelbuilder501@yahoo.ca. See you all again later. Bye-bye.